Okay.
Happy Halloween, loyal viewer. We're in for a very scary episode. Gonna have to put a trigger warning at the start of this or something. To make things even scarier, I've put a scary image in the background of this video. Yeah. So, I don't really know why they make you choose your name for this one. Never impacts the game in any meaningful way, but let's just go with the tried and true. No need to overcomplicate it. Ooh, here's a good scene. This is a throwback to the original Castlevania for the NES. So, here we go. Castlevania 4. Everybody's already made these observations 30 years ago, but they really expanded the moveset in this one versus the NES game. You can whip in any direction. You can flail the whip around where it's not locked to an axis of any kind, and most importantly, they made it so that you can't miss the stairs anymore. That was a really big sticking point in the NES Castlevanias. As you could just buzz right past the stairs and fall to your death. I guess people complained enough about that Konami decided to fix it. And here's a cool feature: you can learn about Mexican heritage and culture by standing on the other side of a fence. So the plot in this game is identical to all of the other Castlevania games. That is to say, once every 100 years, Dracula makes his triumphant return, and the latest member of the Belmont clan has to make a long and treacherous journey to seek out Dracula and suck him off. Yeah, that's what happens. Think maybe I played the wrong game. Think I played the porn parody of Castlevania by mistake. Dear. I'm just messing with you. The actual plot of Castlevania 4 is as follows. After chasing his rival Dracula out of his lab when he tries to steal his latest invention, the neuroatomic protocore, Simon Belmont asks his sister Dee Dee to leave the lab, where she accidentally enters a time machine stored near the entrance. Suddenly, Simon Belmont is confronted with a group of red robots who have appeared from the time machine. They declare that they're here to destroy the one who saved the future and start attacking Simon Belmont. Simon Belmont easily destroys them with his various tools and gadgets, as the robots mysteriously don't attack back at all. Believing that he is the one who saved the future, Simon Belmont decides to travel through time to discover how cool he becomes in the future. Yeah, that's it. We got it. That is the plot to Castlevania 4. I've never been a huge fan of Castlevania, to tell you the truth. I think that largely has to do with the fact that the series basically just fell off the face of the earth after the PS1 era. It's hard to come up with new ideas again and again and again for decades. No series was meant to last for such a long time. Seems like Symphony of the Night was really the last one that people cared about, and they tried to keep it going in the PS2 era, but there were no takers, and now Castlevania only exists in our memories. But Symphony of the Night was definitely fondly cherished, I guess you could say. I was looking at IGN's top 100 games of all time list earlier today, and that made it in there, and I think it made the top 25. And I was thinking about doing a video about evaluating IGN's top 100 list, but I wasn't familiar with a lot of the games in there, surprisingly. It feels like they wanted to, make all of the eras equally represented in their list, and so a lot of it just kind of feels, filled out with a bunch of recent garbage that nobody cares about, like Assassin's Creed 4 or whatever. They did us dirty. Those fucks at IGN. Their list is not true to what gamers want. I did play the Castlevania fighting game for the Wii when that came out a couple of years ago, and it was just fucking terrible. Look at this, we got pony heads. Doesn't it remind you of The Godfather? Although I don't think they could fly in the movie. Be a lot cooler if they could, though. Yeah, this is Mr. Enter's worst nightmare. Just severed pony heads flying around his orbit, harassing him, and they're trying to get their revenge for all of those things that he said about Pinkie Pie in his My Little Pony review. I'm sorry, Pinkie Pie.
Stop.
Yeah, that was the time-stopping mechanic. Kinda cool, I guess. Makes these Medusa heads much more manageable when they don't move. It's game journalist mode. The enemies don't move. Hurdy-hurdy-hur. So speaking of Mr. Enter, I don't know if I've talked about this recently, but Synthcool, he made a video about Mr. Enter, and he really went the extra mile, I guess you could say. Because he made an hour-long video where he and Mr. Enter reacted to IGN's top 100 cartoons of all time. But the thing was, it wasn't Mr. Enter, it was just some guy doing an impression of him for a full hour, and just, damn, this is dedication to a joke. I can't even believe that this is real. And the guy doing the impression, he was pretty damn funny, because, you know, he's got all the mannerisms down, and trying to think of some of the interactions they had, like, okay, next cartoon in the list, Scooby-Doo, where are you? And he's on the TV, dumbass. Such a strange experience. I can't even believe that video was real. Okay, well, the first level didn't give us too much trouble, did it? Easier than goading a random person on Twitter into calling you a Nazi. Everyone's just one bad comment away from that. Look at this. We got a Mode 7 map. Yeah. Behold, Mode 7. It can zoom in or out. The finest technology that the SNES had to offer. Behold, you ingrate. Behold.